the weekly Black Lives Matter protest against District Attorney Jackie Lacey. It's almost 3 years ongoing since they started this protest, and Jackie Lacey's still in office. Jackie Lacey as DA, I think, only prosecuted one killer cop case, and so Black Lives Matter has been focused on her for quite a while. This is the first part of the action. Will start with like a ritual. Let's go in.
The next set of names that we're going to call is of African warrior ancestors who struggled for freedom. We're going to call on their names to empower us, to strengthen us, and to ensure our victory. Let's start by calling the name Ya Santewa.
Ya Santewa, Ashe.
Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu, Ashe.
Marcus Macapone Higgins.
Marcus Macapone Higgins, Ashe.
Didan Kamati.
Didan Kamati, Ashe.
Afeni Shakur.
Afeni Shakur, Ashe.
Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur, Ashe.
Mama Ida B. Wells.
Mama Ida B. Wells, Ashe.
Mama Ella Baker.
Mama Ella Baker, Ashe.
Mama Harriet Tubman.
Mama Harriet Tubman, Ashe.
Eddie Mason.
Eddie Mason, Ashe.
Queen Nzinga.
Queen Nzinga, Ashe.
Audrey Lorde. Nat Turner.
Nat Turner, Ashe.
Denmark Vesey.
Denmark Vesey, Ashe.
Gabriel Prosser.
Gabriel Prosser, Ashe.
Anna Julia Cooper.
Anna Julia Cooper, Ashe.
Maria Stewart.
Maria Stewart, Ashe.
Sojourner Truth.
Sojourner Truth, Ashe.
Fred Hampton.
Fred Hampton, Ashe.
Little Bobby Hutton.
Little Bobby Hutton, Ashe.
Bunchy Carter.
Bunchy Carter, Ashe.
John Huggins.
John Huggins, Ashe.
Dr. Huey P. Newton.
Dr. Huey P. Newton, Ashe.
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey, Ashe.
Kwame Ture.
Kwame Ture, Ashe.
Audrey Lorde.
Audrey Lorde, Ashe.
Octavia Butler.
Octavia Butler, Ashe.
Kwame Nkrumah.
Kwame Nkrumah, Ashe.
Amilcar Cabral.
Amilcar Cabral, Ashe.
Toni Morrison.
Toni Morrison, Ashe.
Zora Neale Hurston.
Zora Neale Hurston, Ashe.
Shirley Chisholm.
Shirley Chisholm, Ashe.
Langston Hughes.
Langston Hughes, Ashe.
Lorraine Hansberry.
Lorraine Hansberry, Ashe.
Marsha P. Johnson.
Marsha P. Johnson, Ashe. Tucson.
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin, Ashe.
Medgar Evers.
Medgar Evers, Ashe.
Robert F. Williams.
Robert F. Williams, Ashe.
Joanne Robinson.
Joanne Robinson, Ashe.
Septima Clark.
Septima Clark, Ashe.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, Ashe.
Let's think of one more name. Summon them into your spirit. Hold them in your heart. Let their name travel up your vocal cords and sit on the tip of your tongue. At the name, I count to three. Let's call got you up today, the one who's making you pour out into the streets, could be underneath air conditioning, right? The one who's giving you the names to call, the one who's making you remember your own power. Do you have that person's name? Do you have that person's name? Yes. Summon the name in the way that they would hear you call, in the way that they would hear you call them. You got the name, summon them into your spirits, hold them in your heart. Let that name travel up your vocal cords and sit on the tip of your tongue. And on the count of 3, we're going to call that name. 1, 2, 3. All right, go.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? We got a lot of folks here with us today. I know there's a lot of folks who are thinking about the folks in Wisconsin, who are thinking about Jacob Blake and his children and his families, who are thinking about the protesters who were murdered last night. And the reason why it's important for us to continue to show up is because people like her being in office is the reason this type of shit keeps happening. Right? Elected officials who fail to hold these cops accountable and instead give them a pass to continue murdering our folks in the streets are the reason it continues to happen. Right? And it wasn't just, and it's never just the one name. It's not just Jacob Blake and those other individuals. Jan and myself were in South Central on Monday night because there was an officer-involved shooting, because they're targeting folks in our neighborhoods, right? It continues to go on every day, even when it's not caught on camera, right? So it's hugely important for us to continue to be in the streets, continue to be demanding change, continue to be saying, Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey must go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
Jackie Lacey will go!
And hopefully some of y'all have listened to the videos of Jacob Blake's family and specifically his sister saying, right, that we're not sad, we're tired, we're angry, and we're demanding change. All right? So as we do every Wednesday for the families of our very own names here in Los Angeles, we want to make space to remind ourselves why we're here, to remind ourselves why it's imperative that we continue to be here, to remind ourselves why it's imperative that we get her out of this office, right? So let's start and give it over to our families. We're first going to go with the cousin of John Horton, whose spirit is always with us so strongly. We hear often from his mother, Helen Jones, and we know that his cousin Shannon has been riding for him too for 10 years, right? So give it up for Shannon, the cousin of John Horton.
Hello, everybody. As you know, my name is Shannon Grove. I am the cousin of John Horton. And today, my voice is John Horton. I was in jail a couple days after my birthday. I had just turned 22. 10 sheriff deputies, the 3,000 boy gang, came in and beat me up. Had my whole entire insides bleeding. A blood clot on my forehead. My pancreas was busted. I'm sorry. I had a 2-inch gash in my shoulder. My kidney was busted. My pelvis was busted. All this going on inside of me. Then they went and took a jail blanket and cut it up and hung me. And then tried to say I hung myself after taking that whole entire beating. This is a situation that should not happen at all to anybody in or out of jail. Shootings should not happen to anybody on the streets during a protest. These people are protesting peacefully for what y'all have fucking done to them. These police officers and sheriffs who don't deserve to wear a badge or a gun or a taser or a baton that hurts people. If you have no respect for other members of the community, you do not deserve to wear a badge. You should not automatically throw your badges down and be like, you know what? If I fear for my life, I should not be in this opportunity as a workforce. It has been 11 years. 11 years fighting for my cousin. This lady has had his case on her desk the whole time. It hasn't done shit. I'm sorry, but she cannot be in there anymore. If she is just going to sit and have the paperwork sit on her desk, she don't need to be in there anymore. So in my eyes, she is not there. Because she is not for the people. So, Jackie Lacey, pack your shit and get the fuck out. And for all the officers that have killed and murdered the black and brown community, the indigenous people as well, get the fucking packing. John Horton, say his name. John Horton. Say his name. John Horton. Say his name. John Horton. Ashe. Next up, we have the mother of Christopher DeAndre Mitchell. Oh, she's. This one has ice. Hello, everybody. Woo! As you know, that my son, Christopher DeAndre Mitchell, was murdered by Torrance Police Department December the 9th, 2018. Within 15 seconds. Shame! I am hurting every day, y'all. It's like, what do you do when your only child is murdered by the people who's supposed to protect and serve? Christopher didn't show no aggression, no threat, no nothing to make them just want to say, hey, pow, 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 you're gone. They didn't care. They didn't rush in to save him. They just let him lay there or sit there in the car. They didn't do nothing 45 minutes to an hour. Christopher's life could have been saved. We don't know. I don't know, but I hoped it would have. You know. And that bitch Jackie Lacey, she said, "Oh, that's okay." The police said that Christopher had a gun. Oh, so believe what they say, right? They know everything. They always right, huh? I don't think so. Christopher will not have no gun trying to shoot no police knowing that they will kill him. Never. I know my son. They fucked up. They made the wrong call. They took my son's life and they shouldn't have. So we go down, well, due to the pandemic, we go down there to Torrance and they act like shit, like they don't want to do nothing either. Nobody wants to do nothing. It's not my child.
Right.
So back up the police department and say, hey, they said it was okay. We did it right. Hey, we killed another black man. That's all right. No, it don't work like that.
Right. That's right.
What I'm saying is, it keep going on, y'all, and I'm thinking like, dang, what can we do? I'm trying to have a clear mind on all this stuff, so we don't do what we do, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, hey, mothers, woo, 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 let's get together, woo, 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 right? But we can't do that, right? Then we'll be gone. Then we be gone, and we still have you guys fighting for our children, but at the same time, we won't be fighting with you. The whole thing is, I'm so thankful that you guys are here and fighting with us. You know what I'm saying? Standing in solidarity with us. And I'm thinking like, let's keep this fight up, y'all. Let's really keep it up. Because these police departments, they think our voices don't mean nothing. But we keep doing what we doing, everything is going to work out. I believe that. I have faith in that, y'all. So that's just, with Torrance, they think their little city can't be touched. Meaning that we can't stand up against them and expose their asses, Keep on calling y'all, thank you. Keep on showing up, thank you. And keep on fighting for our kids. You see this smile? I'm not feeling this way. Because every single day, y'all, like every single day, you be like, dang, my baby ain't came home yet. I don't get called mama no more. I'm not going to have any grandchildren. And they keep saying, yeah, you can adopt some kids. It will never be the same. It's not the same. I love to help kids. It's your own. They say, oh, you're not too old. You can have some more kids. No, I don't have the patience for them. Right? But I can help you with them and send them back to you. But, it's just not the same. And
That's right, Sister Shirley.
what I'm saying, y'all, is like, thank you. Love you guys. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Yeah, we're gonna go up next and go drop it down and thank you. This one.
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Oh, thank you. Get it over here. We're gonna go up next.
And we are out here again, always partially in mourning for our loved ones who have been murdered, who have been stolen by this system, but also encouraged by our resolve, encouraged by these mothers and family members who continue to fight, and encouraged that all of us are continuing to fight and to demand change. One of the things we're going to talk about later is SB 731, but I'm naming it now House Junior Bill, right? And we're going to pass SB 731, right? And make the Kenneth Ross Jr. bill a law, right? So that we can decertify these murderous cops. And we're going to do that with the strength of Sister Fuzia. Who we gonna bring up later? Cause she gonna talk about her son's bill. So before we do that, we're gonna bring up some more of our family members, and we know that this particular mother has been in the streets since the day her son was murdered and continues to show up not only for her son, but for countless other families. Y'all see her out here almost every single Wednesday, right? And she continues to urge us to show up. So please give it up for the mother of Eric Rivera, Sister Valerie.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Let me see if I could get louder. Does this thing get louder? Is that as loud as it goes? That's okay. Like Joseph here was saying, I've been doing this for 3 years now. And, excuse me, I'm extremely emotional. It's been rough the last week and a half with, the murder of Anthony McLean, the vigil of Anthony Vargas, the upcoming vigil for Cesar Rodriguez, the upcoming vigil for Vanessa Marquez. This work never stops and it never ends. And it sucks because what LAPD did to me and my family, they can never repair, they can never give back. I have 4 other sons. Eric was my oldest baby. When I'm out here, I have to leave my other boys at home. It takes me away from my other children. And that shouldn't be how it is. It should be where Eric's still alive. Eric's at home with me and his brothers and his grandma. But this is what LAPD did to my son. They murdered him. For the past 3 years, I've been fighting to hold them accountable for what they did to my son. When they first murdered my son, I was hopeful, like, fuck, I hope these cops turn their badges and their guns in. They should. They were so negligent. They were so stupid. Their stupidity is what took the life of my son. Their negligence is what took the life of my son. They are horrible police officers, and they are not the only ones. There are tens of thousands of killer cops on these streets because Jackie Lacey is allowing them to murder and get away with it. Jackie Lacey is a fucking cunt. How dare she play victim? How dare she have the audacity to say how her life has been surreal with all of us coming out here and protesting against her, holding her accountable. This is what's surreal. My grief, my fight my love, my passion. She is such a joke. How dare she? They shouldn't have. We've been doing this for almost 3 years now. It shouldn't have taken this long. She should have fucking just stopped what she was doing and walked away. Instead, there's more blood on her hands, and she's okay with it. She should be locked up. They all should be locked up. All of them. They want to talk about building prisons and jails. We need to build a motherfucking prison to hold all those motherfucking murderers, lying ass cops, and all the commissioners, Mayor Garcetti, every one of them, for killing our people, for traumatizing us, for brutalizing us, and then turning around and playing victim. How dare all of them? I'm so angry. They're so lucky that I have 4 other boys that I gotta love, protect, because if I didn't have them, oh, I know one thing, I'm a force to be reckoned with. They gave me so much power. They gave all of us families here power. And we're going to take it and we're going to fucking come after all of them. Every single one of them. How dare they? I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming out here. It really does mean a lot to all of us. I'm not going to be out here for the next month, all of September, but my heart's going to be here. I'll be watching Facebook Live. I got to go home. I got to spend time with my family. I'm so homesick. I got lots of birthdays coming up in September, so I got a lot to celebrate. But that don't mean that I'm not still out here. Trust me. If I could be out here every day, I would be out here every day.
Just gonna step out for a minute. That is a field of grief. So heavy. How you been? How's business? Yeah, how I look? Good, right? Come on. How you doing, man? What are you doing out here?
Pretty slow, man. Pretty slow, man. But, just trying to handle a few things, and then I'll be a little bit freed up to do what I really need to do.
I'm gonna come back in a minute to talk to you. I gotta finish this stream, okay?
All right.
What's up, Mr. Munchie? It's good to see you. I'm just gonna step out. So, a little bit of context, and that's let me just fix my shit first. Okay, there it goes. So, it's Black Lives Matter LA, and they're the first chapter of Black Lives Matter LA since 2016. And this is right here, across the street from City Hall. And City Hall, this is the federal building. This is the Hall of Justice where DA Jackie Lacey's office is, and this is a 3-year ongoing protest almost. I'm going to peace out and I'll come back in a little while. I'm going to take some pictures and then we'll see what happens. There's going to be a bunch more families speaking.